here. We are here. It would appear that we are here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. See if I can fix my audio real quick. Get you guys more adjusted here. As you can see, I'm currently in a long position. More than likely going to get stopped out. Took the long, basically expecting us to rotate back up to get to the ABC's low to get 5 wide. But so far we haven't been able to do that. Wanting to see this thing rotate back up is what we're trying to see. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bring up the destinations real quick. Kind of let you guys look at what I'm looking at here. Let's see. Getting close to being stopped out here. Getting close. And if they set a new low, I'm not expecting them to go trend. And basically what trend means is they're going to set a single prince here. They might do it. Do I get stopped out? I'm not too worried about it. They started trend. So we got a nice little set of single prints here. They fill at 96.75. They're attempting to go trend, but I'm not expecting them to go trend. But obviously, all the buyers above the previous day's high were clearly getting out of their positions. There's pretty much liquidation. Make this smaller here. Make this a little bit larger. Got a poor low so far. 94.50 is my stop. Right now, the low is 95. I have my stop at 94.50. I'm long 6 contracts currently. I'm not going to add to this position because if they decide to go trend, I may flip to the short side. So far, we're holding single prints, but I don't know. We'll see if this holds here. Oh, and boom. Look at that. Stop run. So we are going trend. Let's go to the multi-time frame here. All right. So on pushes up now, I will more than likely be looking to short. Obviously took a nice little $150 hit there. Not what you want to start out with. But it wasn't, in my opinion, a good risk reward trade. As you know, I really was not expecting us to go trend to the downside. But once again, proving me wrong here. Actually going to go ahead and sell a few here. And we'll put our stop above single prints fill. Above 98. So if we get above 98, I'll be stopped out of this trade. But right now, we're going to ride the trend downward. Actually, going to add to this position. Pretty good size here. Looking to get lowered here. Let's see. Oh, I'm trading the micros, not the minis. Let's bring this down. Still hanging in here. Want to see 77. See if we can get this thing down to 77. So we're going to stick in this trade. I'll probably add on the push up. They look like they want to go trend here. So right here on my bottom left hand side is the 30-minute chart. Pretty good liquidation here. I could get out to make back all the money I just lost, but I think odds are pretty good to go and get to move down lower. Get an overnight low here, potentially. Let's see, overnight low was 79. That's just below M's low from the previous day's time frame. Obviously, anybody that did take this short, they're probably getting out of their positions right now, covering their short position. I'm going to hang in. May look to add. For a minute there, I thought I was trading the minis. I'm trading the micros. Kind of disappointing, to be honest, because that would have been a really good trade from 91 down to 86 in a flash. So I want to push up. We'll more than likely short. Right now we have a small set of single prints. They start at 96. They fill at 96.75. So just 3 ticks worth. My stop is going to be right 3 ticks above where the single prints fill. That'll tell me that my trade is wrong, but for now I'm gonna stick to the short side. And if this thing really wants to start picking up steam to the downside, I may add to the position. I'm going to go ahead and label these time frames so you guys know what I'm talking about here. A period, a B period, you got C period. I wish my mouse was working properly. Look at that, pushing down even lower now. I should have added on that push up, huh? It's all right. We're looking to get the overnight low. We got the overnight high earlier this morning. We're looking to get the overnight low. Let's see here. We got what we got. We got D period. We got E period. And this is currently F period. So we have a set of single prints in E period so far. We pushed down to 86, bounced again. Want to see us get at least to 77. 77 would be a great out. Overnight low was 79. Pretty good liquidation there. This will either be a really good opportunity for people to just absolutely smoke sellers, or a really good opportunity for us to go trend down, which is what we're looking like. Looks like we attempted, all we did was put the daily back into a balance by taking out the previous day's high. So we went back to balance. A period, B period, and C period traded above the previous day's high, and then D and E period. So far, we're finding acceptance back inside of the previous day's range, which is not something you want to see as a buyer that was up here in A, B, or C period. Any of those buyers up here are now being hurt. I'll mark my overnight low here on this 15-minute chart over here on my side. Pretty good short covering there. A little short covering rally. Let's see. I'm gonna add to this position now. Keep the stop about the same. So I'm short 9 micros now. This is either going to be a really great trade for the downside, or I'm going to get hurt, and along with anybody else that was selling. Right now, that's what the market's telling us to do. Uh, as we finally took out the initial balance low, and all the initial balance is here on our 30-minute time frame. The initial balance is the first two 30-minute bars. So the first hour, right? So all the first initial balances, the first hour. So A period was majority of the range, or the initial balance, as B, C period traded inside it. Then in D period, we took out C's low and then took out the initial balance low, beginning to one time frame down. And E continues that one time framing down with a set of single prints. And now F period continues that one time framing down as we are now pushing lower in F period. So right now we're looking to create a double distribution. The first distribution would be A's range or A's high to D's low, and then the lower distribution will be from E's low, or excuse me, from F's high to wherever we push lower. So for me, I'm looking to get down to at least M's low, because if we're finding acceptance down here, we should have no issue going to test um, M's low or the day's low. You got value low from previous day right around 80. Overnight low is 79. So if we get down to that area, that's where I have my probably move that up. I would look to get out of that trade around that area. Let's see here. My short average right now is 91. Like I said, that was a good opportunity there for me to flip short. Maybe I'm being greedy by holding on. Uh, but we'll see. I do think sellers have a good opportunity to get going here. But however, that's why I have my stop in right above where the single prints fill, because if they fill this set of single prints, there is no stopping us to go back up and get E's high to get 5 wide at that point. Nothing stopping us from doing that. Very good possibility. Um, we'll see. Let's see. Let's see. What are we doing here, boys? Looks like we're getting a little bit more short covering. We can bring up Bookmap. I've just recently started using Bookmap, just kind of check things out every once in a while. I mean, it is an interesting. Is it not going to give me the full amount of data? Oh, there it goes. All right. So it looks like we got some stops above 93. So if we get above 93, you'll probably see people begin to get out of their position even more so. Does not appear people know where the single prints fill. is either going to be a great opportunity for sellers to add, like I just did. So now I'm long 10 here, or not long, I am short 10. So this would be a great opportunity to sell if sellers are indeed serious. So far, they're showing that they're in control. As we have the initial balance low, we have one time frame and down. We are now below the open 3 time frames in a row. We have a small set of single prints. They're there. And we're looking to create another set of single prints. Pretty good extension there in F period from E's low. What I'm talking about is the 30-minute time frames here. Definitely a good opportunity for sellers to get paid here. Odds right now favor the sell side. Odds favor the sell side. Doesn't mean sellers will be rewarded here, but so far with the way things have taken place early on, looks like potential for sellers to get paid are a lot better than the long side. Now, granted, could you take a long here if you think that sellers are extended? You can, but where's your out? You know what I mean? Like if you were to take a long right here at 90, like where are you getting out at? You know, do you put it at 86? Then you have a really high chance of getting stopped out because odds favor the sellers right now. So, in my opinion, sell side's better just because I know, all right, if we get up above 96.75, sellers are not as strong as I thought, and I'll be stopped out. But buying on the long side, like, where's your stop? You know what I mean? Like, where are you going to get out on this if sellers continue to push this thing down lower? So that's just kind of how I'm looking at it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But as of right now, we're comfortably inside the previous day's range, finding acceptance so far. So not a whole lot as far as the indices go. Kind of flat, not a lot going on, but would like to see us at least test the overnight low down here at 79.80 value low from the previous day. If we can do that, I'll be happy to get out of my position. And another thing not to ignore is point of control is at E's high. It was at C's low, and point of control is just the widest point in the on your 30-minute time frame profile. The widest point nearest halfback. Halfback is just basically taking the high and the low and putting some, identifying where the middle is. So it was at C's low. It is now E's high. So it got lowered. Had an opportunity to get it 5 wide, but it did not. So, does F period get us a nice buy tail, rotate back up, get 5 wide at E's high? Odds aren't likely, but it's not to say that it can't happen. What I'm seeing right now is a decent bear flag play out on the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frame. So we'll see. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. All right, we're getting a little bit more downside. I could have added there, but I did not want to get larger than 10 contracts as don't want to add more risk to the trade. I'm comfortable where I'm at. And as you can see, we're pushing back lower. pushing back lower, so that's nice. Let's see if sellers are nice and strong here. But right now, every time we've pushed down, we've been met with some buyers. Uh, Basically, shorts are covering each push down. So maybe they're not as strong. Maybe we don't go trend. We got roughly 12 minutes left in this time frame before the next one. So let's see. Let's see. We would like to see some more volume push us down here, but like I said, one thing that could say that we are getting extended here is if we fill the set of single prints at 96.75, and like I said, I have my stop just 3 ticks above that, so could be rough. Let's see here. So we're in a short position, trying to see this thing roll over. 91.75 is where I'm short 10 contracts currently. Right now, we're pushing up against the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart here. Want to see us reject it pretty good, roll down, get the overnight low, or at least near it, or at least I have my profit. Right now, we're still below the open, so that's positive. One time framing down, another positive thing for sellers. So want to see us continue to push lower here. However, I did have the opportunity to get out of the trade at 86. But if we're going to go trend, which right now sellers are have everything in their power to go trend here, let's see. And like if we were to get down to M's low from the previous day, 77, 79, I may take a long position against that. But sellers definitely want to hold single prints here. Want to sell off. It's definitely what we want to see. Right now we're like I said, we want to see rejection of this 9 EMA here. Want to see rejection of that area. What you don't want to see is this flag fail. All right, you want to see a continuation of this downward movement that we've had of lower highs, lower lows, right? You want to see us continue that. You want to see this flag break. You want to see this candle get rejected here. However, like I said, I have my stop in 97.50. So if I'm wrong on this trade, I'm wrong. I had opportunity to take profit. So far, sellers are not as strong as we're thinking. I'm not going to add to the position because there's no reason to add more risk on, especially if sellers are wanting to give back some here. But what you should see is this little area here hold as resistance. But like if they're If the sellers are not wanting to really do anything here and defend that, then it'll fill and we'll continue to rotate up and potentially get to ease high. And I'm about to get stopped out. So I'm all right with. So far, we filled that set of single prints to the tick. Let's see what happens here. Shoot, maybe the better trade would have been waiting to see if it pushed up, fill the set of single prints, and then sell. But oh no, I'm gonna hold here, hold strong. If I get out, I only lose $436. Not a big deal. Um, Not a bad risk reward short there to get out. Got about 5 minutes left in this time frame. If it gets down to my entry price, I'll probably get out or attempt to get out for a break even because we've taken back the trend day, so the chances of us holding trend are pretty low at this point now. At first, it was really good opportunity for sellers to get going and get down here to the 77 area, but we did not reach that. So let's see what happens. I was saying earlier that I might be getting greedy here by not taking the profit down here at 86, which I wouldn't have been much on the day. $126, that was still nice. Uh, but let's see here. Like I said, my stop is 97.50. We push up to that. I am out of the trade, and we'll step back and reassess and look for the next opportunity. It's just what you got to do. So far, we backed off from that 96.75 area. Volume slowing up a little bit. Let's see here. So this is what an actual profile looks like for those of you guys that wondered. Just have that on the other screen. Oh. Well, looks like we're going to get stopped out of this position here pretty shortly. Only way we do not is if somehow, some way, we open up in G period below my stop. But so far, looks like we're going to get ran out of this position, and we'll look for the next one. All right. Got to roll with the punches. Got to roll with the punches. Let's see. 760. Let's see. 75, 7, 65. Let's see if they defend one time frame and down. So basically, we want to see G open up, rotate lower, and take out F's low. It might not hold trend by technicality of single prints, but there's still a good opportunity for sellers to sell here, let this thing roll over, take out F's low, or at least attempt to get back down to F's low. If anything, the next trade opportunity I'll look for is a push up near E's high and above, and maybe take the short against D's high at 4,005. All right, let's see if G period takes out F's high right away. If they pop it, I get stopped out, and we'll look for the next trade. The 144 is at 4,001. So that's right at E's high. So if we pop G's, or if G pops F's high here, you'll look to rotate up to E and then pop E's high and potentially back up to the high of day because we attempted to push lower and did not. Looks like I just got stopped out there. Which doesn't make much sense because that print was 25 and not 50. So I don't know how in the heck I just got stopped out. Do not know how I just got stopped out, if I'm being honest. Get back in this position. You know what? I don't know how I just got stopped out of that position. Let's see. I would look to sell up to D's high. Above that, we'll get out. Like I said, I'm not too worried about this trade. You got VWAP, got the 144 there. You should see good rejection at the 4,000 level. Oh, what? Oh, 50? No, sir. 50? No, sir. That's not what you're looking for. Potential afternoon rally high in the works here, but we'll see. And all G period did was take out F's high and stop the one time frame down. So we got F's high here. All we did was stop the one time framing down. However, this could be a reversal bar. And rotate down. If not, you guys will witness me lose a pretty hefty amount, which I'm not too worried about. as we'll live to play another day. You know, you gotta go big or go home, right? Now these are good risk reward shorts I'm putting on here. Um, First one didn't work out. We'll see if this one works out. And I do still expect us to get down to the 80 level if sellers want to take control. See what we got occurring here on our 15-minute time frame. So all that pop did was alleviate some short pressure, not a lot, as it's clearly we popped. And I would have gotten stopped out anyway, but we're back in the position, looking for this thing to roll over. Short 95.75, 17 lot. May look to add to this position. I may get up as big as a 30 lot up at the 144 and use these high as my out. And see, getting a nice little rejection there. Potential afternoon rally high here at 97.75. Let's see how much these sellers really want to push off. As you can see, we're starting to get below the 9 EMA on the 1 minute chart, below the 9 on our 15-minute, or excuse me, not our 15 or 30-minute. Starting to get a little aggressive here as volume is picking up to the downside. Clear rejection of the 9 on our 15. Let's see this thing play out here. Like I said, we should, keyword should, doesn't mean we will, but you should see at least value low from the previous day, in my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm going to be right, but I would like for us to take out F's low for a nice reversal bar and puke it up to the day's low, which would be good. And like I said, sometimes these trades, they don't work out. Sometimes they do work out. It is what it is. No matter what, I will be happy with how it plays out. And sorry for anybody that is watching. I don't know why my live chat is not currently working. It says it is, but I do not know how it is not. Let's see. Oh, look at that. We're getting a nice push here. Nice push. Nice push. I'm going to continue to hold. Let's see if we take out F's low here. Don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know anybody that's wanting to buy here. Like, if you're a buyer here, I guess your stop is 86, but so far sellers have been in control. Let's see. Little rotation back up. Let's see. I'm not sure. Maybe the 50-day moving average is right around here for the SPY ETF. I'm not quite sure. Interesting. Interesting how we popped some stops here and then rotate back lower. Let's see if we can continue this movement down. But I've not taken out that 15-minute low yet at 88. I want to see that low go. Type something out here. See if we can get this chat figured out. Chat. Still haven't broken that 88 low here. Look at book map. They're holding that thing pretty tight right there. Liquidation right there at 88. So we haven't quite broke that area. Apparently, we got some buyers there. Somebody defending that 88. Guess they're taking a 2-point risk here for us to rotate up higher, potentially, is what they're looking at. Still hanging tight here. Still hanging tight. Oh, let's see what happens. Push to the lows. Crickets is what we get. Crickets is what we're getting. Not too opposed to it. 88. You know. See what happens on the turnover. We got about 3 minutes until the next 15-minute turnover happens. So, do think this is just It's a easy doozy to kind of figure out. Fell above the previous day's high. We get back into the previous day's range, right? Get back into the previous day's range. And sellers, I mean, clearly a lot of this might have been just anybody that was getting long up here. Obviously, they got out, got us back into the previous day's range, and now sellers are kind of pushing this. So we'll see if we create new lows on the day, get near the previous day's low, or the overnight low at the very least, and see how this thing plays out as we're pushing back near the lows. You want to see 88 break here. You want to see 88 break here. You see that liquidation is no longer there. Starts to put back in stops. So what you want to see is 88 break. That seems to be a key level for these short-term buyers. If they get below F slow here. All right, there goes 88. I see us moving lower here. Poor low, meaning supply shut off right here at 86. You want to see us break 86 pretty good here. You can see here on the book map. Somebody's absorbing here. Somebody's absorbing down here at the lows. Let me get out of some of that position. All right, so I just took profits on 6 of those contracts. So right now we're just in profit land, wanting to see the lows here. All right, there goes F's low, reversal bar. So we took out F's high, now F's low. We want to see sellers really step in here and push this thing lower. I just took profits on about 6 contracts there. Let's see if this thing can roll over. Come on, baby. Come on. Do it for me. But like I said, on that turnover there, that 15-minute turnover, you were looking to see if that would break out here. I'm actually going to... All right, so I just moved my stop loss. So I either get stopped out for 173 profit or you move down to the lows. I'm actually going to take profits here. All out there, 86. I don't like that we didn't get much extension there, not much tempo at the low, so I'm going to exit my trade. If we do now all of a sudden push down to the low, I may be a little upset with myself for getting out, but I cannot be upset with being down at one point $400 and something to now being up 338. So we'll take that any day. Good trade there. Good re-entry up here at the high after getting stopped out, as I did not see much tempo above F's high, and felt like it was good risk reward, as now we are approaching the lows. So entry solid, exit solid, cannot complain. We'll see what happens here. See if we continue to push low. The reason I get out of this trade as well is because like we couldn't hold trend in F period as we came back up late in the time frame and filled that set of single prints. And then in G period the chances are low, but it's still possible. I'm still expecting us to go and test the overnight low down here at 79. But right now, being absorbed down here by anybody that did sell up here, they're obviously buying back their shares that they sold, like myself, getting out of that position. I probably could have taken out like maybe 5-6 more contracts and then held 5 to see if we rotate down to the lows. But I think there'll be another great risk reward opportunity. And then I also have lunch coming up for myself here in the next time frame. So don't want to be in a position too long. But overall, great trade. Great trade. Happy with that. Alrighty. Let's see. Do they finally get going here? Do they finally get going? Or below that first standard deviation? Oh, new low. Look at that, 82. Look at that. Look at them. Look at them get going here. Look at them getting go. Let's see. Let's see what these other time. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. See Russell. Russell's at the low of their day. Russell making new lows on the day. Um, let's see what the NQ is doing. That's right there. NQ, Nasdaq. Let's see what they're doing. Nasdaq. Looks like they just took out their initial balance low at 12,230. Getting ready to push near the lows. See what happens. However, if we go trend here and hold trend, meaning we hold a set of single prints here in G period, I will look to short on pushes up, but I will keep my stop very tight because you know, we didn't hold trend in F. Want to see them hold it here in G. But yeah, Russell's setting new lows on the day. Anybody that's a good short seller, that's the play. Let's see, we got down to 81.50, so right near value low from the previous day, and we might be bouncing for the first time. A lot of times, these algorithms and short-term traders like myself have parameters set and like have targets that we're willing to get out of. So you'll usually see buyers step in at or near these levels, like value low from the previous day the first time, and then M's low from previous day the first time, and then after that, you have the previous day's low down here at 71.50. Next destination. Good opportunity though for sellers to have an outside day down, meaning they take out the previous day's high and then come and take out the previous day's low, which isn't, you know, it doesn't really mean a whole lot due to them having such a small range yesterday, a whole lot of chop. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see, we got down just to that second standard deviation as well. If you're wondering what's on my top screen here, my 1 minute chart, I've got standard deviation with VWAP, 9 EMA, 144, simple moving average. And then I use this over here on the right as my 5 minute to 15 minute time frame. I'll look at that from time to time just to kind of see, you know, if we do start to go trend, you know, obviously selling against this 9 EMA the first few times has worked out well. Uh, Great afternoon rally high there in G period. You want to see that hold. You want to see the G period afternoon rally high hold here. and label that. And honestly, if I had bigger cojones, I would have just put my stop up here at G's high and then held on to this trade and let it go, let it do the work for me. Because something I have put in front of me on my monitor is be hopeful when I'm fearful, and then be fearful when I'm hopeful. So that's just being basically saying that like I need to be hopeful when the trade is going in my way. I need to be hopeful that there will be more profit, because there's always an unlimited potential in that area, and then I need to be fearful when I am hopeful. So basically saying that when I'm hoping that a trade will return back to break even, and I'm adding to a losing position, I need to be fearful. I need to be exiting that position because uh, obviously trading psychology is reverse to what you would normally want to do in your actual day to day life. So in that situation, I definitely needed to be more hopeful instead of fearful because I was fearful of giving back a little bit of the profits there. I'm happy that I took it, but if this thing goes down, and say I was still holding on to the position, and this thing goes down and takes out the previous day's low, fills a set of single prints, and then continues lower, with good volume, I would be a little upset with myself for getting out of the position. But uh, you know, it just depends on your personality type and how you want to take trades. Some people, they get really large position up here. They'll take like a 40-30 lot of the minis, and it moves 2 ticks in their way, and they get out of the position. They scalp it out real quick. Um, that's just kind of like my thought process on how I was handling that. I was a little bit fearful of giving back the profits. I was down at one point, and I see some green. I want to take it. I don't want to. I don't want to give it up. We'll look for the next trading opportunity. Look for the next opportunity. And next stream I will hopefully have the chat working. I don't understand why it is not working, but we'll try to get it going. That way, if anybody that does stop by, they feel free to hop in the chat. Anybody that happens to watch this video during the time of the live stream or afterwards, if you would please leave a like. That'd be amazing. We're gonna be hopefully doing this a lot more. I'm gonna try attempt to stream at least 2 to 3 of the trading days. Because I typically only trade from the time that I get off work, right around 10 a.m. 10:30 a.m. to the time I get ready to go to the gym, which is about uh, 1 p.m. So I'm usually eating lunch by about 12:15, which is coming up for me here in a few minutes. I do appreciate everybody that has come out and hung out for a few minutes. Definitely a little bit of a different pace for me, as I'm usually just kind of by my lonesome behind the screen, just trading away. I figured, why not kind of stream it, see what my thought process is, and then heck, if anything, I'll replay it and watch it myself, and kind of break down what I could have done better, whether I did something well, etc. So, you know, looks like they want to go trend here in the last 3 minutes of the time frame, but considering how F handled it, we'll wait until see what H period does. So the next 30-minute time frame is basically what I'm referring to. So this time frame, 30-minute time frame, is G period. The next one is H. So we'll be looking to see if we hold trend in H period and make a new low on the day. Uh, could I take a short position here? Potentially, but I would rather wait for more confirmation, see if we get a push up, and a good opportunity to sell maybe around 88. Also, I believe a lot of this has to do with the lack of tempo and everything. We do have non-farm payrolls coming out tomorrow, so anybody that does trade, look out for the non-farm payrolls that are coming out tomorrow. It should cause pretty decent volatility and range. Um, Typically, algorithms go absolutely wild, and then obviously short-term traders getting caught up in the middle of it. Uneducated traders that don't know what they're doing, and or why they're trading, will see a big move, hop on the train, and then obviously it'll reverse in their face because they don't understand the market. Let's look at something here. Let's go ahead and look at our larger time frame while we're just kind of sitting here. Um, Basically, all we did was put ourselves back into a balance. We're going to call it a, was this a 1, 2, 3, 4 day balance? Using the sixth high and then yesterday's low as our balance. So I was talking about in yesterday's video that I posted how we might have just stretched the balance, and then if today we would either take out the low, we would just continue to one time frame down, basically creating lower lows, or we would take out the high and then put ourselves back into a balance. So for now, our balance low will move down here to 71.50. So let's go ahead and update this. 71.50. And let's go back to our time frame. Another key thing to keep in mind is how we failed to get 5 wide, or at least get back up to C's high. So good risk reward short here at E period against the opening. You take a short there, you're definitely profiting now as we've opened up with another set of single prints. When I'm referring to single prints, is this right here is, you can see G period was the only time frame to come through this 86 to 84 area. So basically you should see sellers in this range. If not, then supply is drying up and you will see buyers step in and rotate this thing back up. However, this could rotate over. Yep, and look, see supplies drying up here. Now single prints are a little bit smaller. They're looking to fill here at 86. So you could take a short here against that and you would have already been in profit by at least 2 points, if you're a scalper. 2 points is with the mini, that's $100. Oh, look at that, pushing down now. Look at that. Almost filled the single prints, missed it. Now we got to pour low, 81.50. We break 81.50. Yep, there we go. And now this thing should get to go into the downside. If not, then you'll look to see this fill. But like I said, you push up into that area, you should have found sellers. In the first time around, we did find sellers in that 84 to 86 range. Now we look to see if we hold that area, or do we fill it and then rotate back up higher. Right now, point of control is at F's high, 97.25. So that's, yep, you don't want to see us rotate back up. As a seller, you don't want to see that happen. Right now, I'm neutral. I'm not taking a trade, as I don't know what this market really wants to do. Just going to kind of sit back and watch this thing play out. We'll be closing down the stream probably here in the next 15 minutes, though, as I'll be looking to get lunch before I go to the gym here in a little while. Let's see. All they need to do is print 86. They print 86. They fill the set of single prints. And the trend day once again fails. Let's see. And boom, look at that. They got 86. So trend day failed once again. Supply dried up. And now you should see this thing attempt to rotate up higher. Whether it does, how high, But right now, if you wanted to take a long here at 86, you could use 81 as your stop because you could potentially rotate back up to 96. Uh, not a bad risk reward long position if that's your style. Kind of considering it myself, but I'm gonna stick neutral, protect the profits, as I'm not 100% confident that's what we'll do. Initially, I was looking for a short around the 88 area. I don't know if I'll take that short. Let's see, the 144 is at 96.75. 96.75. That's right. That's near the highs here. So here's an idea, right? If you're wanting more confirmation, which I am, if we do here an H period, rotate up higher, get above this 144, I will look to take a long position because we should run the stops at G's high and then rotate this thing back up higher because so far we failed to go trend and we basically got down to value low of yesterday. So if sellers fell down here, watch out because this thing could let out some steam to the upside. So, however, on the other hand, if we do not rotate up higher, then you should at least test the overnight low at 79. And I actually might look to take a long there at 79 the first time around and use M's low from the previous day as my my out. So I would take a long 79, use 77.75 as my stop. See if we were, defend that area the first time around. We get below it, obviously I'd have my stop in, and you would potentially see the day's low. Another long play that I'll be looking for is, like I said, if we rotate up higher, get above the 144, and at that point you should look to take out some stops at 97.75 and then 4,000 level. And I think you can see that here on the book. So you see some stops there at 90 sitting, some liquidity there at 90 area. Like I said, you can take a long down here, but it's, the risk is greater, in my opinion, than if we were to get above this. Just type it in chat right quick. Just kind of reviewing a trade strategy. But right now, just Chopsville, as the range is pretty small right now. Chopsville, population 1 or mini. I'm debating on whether or not I'll live stream with a face cam on or not. I don't know if I want to show my face. You know what I mean? Just gotta keep this a charts type of thing. But I do apologize to anybody that is watching or has watched for the chat not being enabled. I'll have to figure out how to get that enabled, as this is my first live stream here on YouTube. Let's see here. Trying to think. I might do do like a 5 lot down here at the overnight low. And then use 77 just below 77.75 as my out. I'll keep it tight. So looking to get long here against the overnight low. Looks like we just touched it. Looks like we just touched it and I did not get filled. Look at that. I'd already be in profit. Buddy. I don't know, I might take this out. Let's see. Do I get another opportunity to get filled here? Or are you guys going to play games and not fill me? Let's see here. A good short opportunity there. 7 points to the downside after the single prints filled. Like I said, I was looking to short 88, but I didn't know, you know, how much we would get back to the downside. And clearly, shorting up there around 87, 88 against that 9 EMA on the 5 minute time frame was a good trade. Also, I just got missed on the long at 79. Look at that, rotating right back up. I'm pulling my buy offer out. Man, 79 to 82. I would have taken the profit on that. You're kidding me, right? Oh, buddy. You just get right down to it and hit it to the tick. Or miss it by 1 tick, excuse me. So you get right down to it and then bounce up. Wow. All right. Well, let's see if we push up to 85. We push up to 85, I'll look to take a short there. We'll see if it happens before the turnover. The good long down there, man. Good long. Cannot believe it got down to 79.25 and just missed me. Then rotates up, 3-4 points where I could have taken profit. But hot diggity dog. Let's see. I don't know if I do not think I'll take the long again down there. I don't. Seeing some good defense down here. Let's look at the book map. Yeah, look at that absorption. Absorption down here. Stops placed down here at 80, 79. So if we were to get through that, you would definitely see it liquidate, but could not, as you found buyers sitting there ready to let this thing rotate up. If it gets through 83, watch out. Next stop's 90. Let's see. Oh. But hey, I mean, I read that. I read that to the T. You know what I mean? All right, we got the turnover coming up here in the next 15 seconds. Let's see if they push down lower on the turnover. Typically, what happens on the 15-minute turnover is you'll see the 15-minute time frame just shoot down lower as algorithms are programmed to do such. So let's see. Oh, look at that. Didn't really do much. Might rotate up here. We got down to 79.25. 79.50. This thing's gonna rotate up, huh? Oh, all right, ladies and gentlemen. I probably gonna call it here. I appreciate everyone that has stopped by. Oh, look at that. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna take the position here, but let's just say hypothetically, I got in here at 79. I tried to get in there and missed me. All right, sellers now have gotten the overnight low, so watch out. Next destination is our low of day from the previous day down here at 71.50. So sellers are clearly in control. We were one time framing down, trending lower. Good short there in G period. Like I said, I would probably be upset with myself if we got the overnight low as I was short 17 contracts around 96, 95. And now we're sitting down here at 78.50, headed toward the low of today, of the previous day down here at 71.50. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you guys coming by. If you stopped by the stream, I do appreciate it. And hopefully I'll be able to do more of these in the future. Really good trade, though, as you guys got to see me lose on one trade, re-enter, and then make money, and clearly could have continued to make money on that trade as we are trending lower here. Got the overnight low, which was the initial target. However, I'm happy to take profit. So let's see how the rest of the day continues. I'll catch you guys later in the day as I'll post my video doing a trade recap on the market review of the day, give you guys some destinations and how the day shaped up. Until then, we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.